Hey everyone, we're here with the traversal event. Yeah, we're gonna go over everything. Both parts are out. So this was the first half of the map, and then now you have the second half of the map. And yeah, there's a lot to these events. So we'll start at the beginning. So we have these character stages. I believe you can run them if you have the characters. I don't have Ryan though. I guess they changed that. It used to be where you only had the character, you can run the stage, but yeah, they're just like little story tidbits, and then you have some silver coins that you can get, those or whatever. Then you have the fragment stages. This is where you can farm 3 times a day. You have the lottery chance of getting up to 10. Then you have the normal chances, which are singulars, and then 2, and then 3, but the lottery is 10. You have swimsuit Amelia, you have is it OVA Amelia, you have the Kenki Banka Rem, OG Midnight Cruise, you got New Year's Rhine, Wilhelm, or Young Will, you got Formal Roz, Spring Anna, and yeah, some solid picks there. A lot of them are in the general pool now though. So then we have the other one, which is usually more geared towards the actual newer units. So yeah, you only have Ram, and Felt, all with the baseball versions, and then again the guaranteed, or like the 10 lotto that you can get. Then you have these stages. These are the farmable stages where you like, these are the main things that you're gonna be farming. You make sure you do all 5 of these, or all 5 runs of each every single day. Then you have the feathers. The feathers is where you farm when you've done all the daily stuff. And then you have part 2. So part 2 is the same exact thing, just different characters and stuff like that. So this one's only Ryan because he was the only one left to farm for. Then we have some newer selection for characters in this one. We have If Felix, we have OV Ram, we got Kenki Banka Amelia, we have Knight Felix, we have OG Anastasia, Ryan, Petra, and then, is that her name? Petra? I almost forgot her name. And then Tanesia. But yeah, those are the units you can get over here. Again, 3 times a day, both of those. You have the red feather stage, which different shops, so we'll take a look at those afterwards. Then you have the main trio that you're farming here. These are the 5 each, so you do. The first one, which is going to be this one right here, is the one where you usually farm the 3-star ticket off of. You do all 5 runs a day. You need to do 45 runs in total, so that's going to be 9 days of always doing this one, and you get your free 3-star. This is going to be exclusive to part 2. This is a boss that has a huge health pool, and you can use every single unit in your box only once to try and beat that health pool. So if I use this team, I can't use them anymore. If I use this team, I can't use them anymore. And then you slowly whittle him down constantly using your entire box. I've never completed one, but yeah, if you do complete the hardest one, it's gonna be 350 gems. That's really good. If you can complete these fairly easily. The jump from this one to this one's pretty massive, so I would say give these 2 a chance if you can. And then this one is gonna be where you really gotta strategize up. We'll take a look at the last stage. The last stage for the farmable ones on each is pretty hard. I believe the stage is like the exact same for part 1 and part 2, so that's pretty different. But yeah, I ended up using mono green. We'll just put it on auto so you can see how that works. The help guide just says use red and green collapse, attack down, buff seal, fatigue, stuff like that. Seal works, so if you have festival ram, you can go and apply that. All those buffs that you're seeing work, so it's pretty nice. They do get rid of buffs pretty easily, but still, like, it's good applying them, as well as buffing yourself over and over. And corporal is gonna be nice, obviously, so you don't get hit. But yeah, this is pretty much what I did. I use tickets now, but the team I ran was pretty much mono green all the way. Especially because they're bonus units, you definitely want to throw those on. Again, bonus units are going to be any of the new batch and their memories. So if you have multiple copies of the memory, it's fine if you feed them into each other, because it's still going to count the same if you were to keep them apart. So if you're like throwing memories on of the same memory, like on every single character, and none of them are awakened, you just have a ton of them, it's fine to just feed them into each other. As well as, again, running all the units on the team. I have Ram, Felt here, just because they're all boosted. I would throw Ryan on if I had him. But yeah, overall it's not too crazy. Basically just running a train on them. They're not too powerful. This is definitely one of the easier event ones, and the part 1 stage I believe is like the same exact thing. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Ram and Ram again. It might be Ram instead of Rem as the boss. I think that's the change up, but like either way they're still pretty easy. So yeah, I think Ram's about to kill here. Yeah, so overall not too hard. Mono green's definitely really good, but as you can see, we just held them down with debuffs the entire time. So yeah, you want to do that. And yeah, so we'll take a look at the shops now. The memory itself, the custom memory, it's gonna be a separate video as always. But yeah, you have the blue shop and then the red shop. I still haven't finished the red shop, so I might need to do that. We still have a couple days though, so you need about 8k feathers to do one full stage. So should be able to do 2 here. Just get all the rewards, and then reset it. And yeah, then we have the coin shop. These coins you farm through the feather stages, I believe. The gold coins are extremely rare. Like I'd say if you want a gun for the 500, you need at least 20,000 stamina. That's how rare they are. You can either get it in like 10 or you can get it in 30 stamina or 30k stamina. Like it's wild, the variations, but more than likely it is going to take a long time. Then you can buy some fragments with them. I wouldn't really recommend that because you can get fragments a lot of different ways. Necklaces aren't the worst, but I would gun for the 500 gems just because it's so valuable. Then with the normal blue coins, you could buy a bunch of materials, starting with the elixirs, some XP stuff. These hammers you want to buy because they'll allow you to obviously create your own custom memory from the event memory. So yeah, you want to do the cheap ones first because there are different prices, and you always want to do silver because the bronze ones are pretty much useless. If you're going for the big stuff, you want silver. Notice how these are 100, so I'm gonna buy the 100 ones, but then the ones right under are 400 costing, so you don't want to do those. Then these, you have to do stages a certain amount of times and you unlock 300 times. I just don't have the stamina for it, so I can't unlock the cheaper ones, but that's okay. Then use some other materials, but otherwise kind of useless. And yeah, those are pretty much traversal events in a nutshell. You have 8 more days, so if you haven't started it yet, unfortunately you did miss out on the guaranteed 3-star ticket from the stage. But you know, if you're like midway through it, you still have a bunch of time. I would say 8 days is more than enough time. If you already have 1 clear, then you can still get the 3-star ticket at least. So yeah. Then the memory looks really good, but we'll get into that on another video. Yeah, that's gonna do it for the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.